Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a weekend reading vlog. So it is currently 7:42 in the morning. I have been up with Navy for probably about an hour now, but I am really feeling like I want to get out of the house today, so I think I'm going to go to a coffee shop and do some homework, do some reading, do some editing possibly, and just kind of get out of the house for a few hours and go get some good coffee. And yeah, so those are my plans for today. So let's talk books. So I am currently in the middle of 2 books right now. I am currently in the middle of Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. This is the 3rd book in the Boys of Tommen series. I'm not very far into this. I am on page 32. This book doesn't have chapters, it just has dates. So I'm on page 32, so not super far into this, but I was thinking about taking this with me. I also started Beneath Black Sails yesterday by Claire Sager. This is the Who Did This to You June book club pick, but it is also a prompt for Romantasy-a-thon, which I am participating in. And Romantasy-a-thon is taking place from June 1st to July 31st, and at the point when you see this video, Romantasy-a-thon will be going on, but I'm not sure at what point in time we are where Romantasy-a-thon is. But today is June 7th for those curious, but I am planning on, I think, taking this book with me, and then I might take my Kindle because that's where I'm reading Beneath Black Sails, and just go get some breakfast and some coffee, hang out for a little bit, get some work done, and then come back home for the day. So that is the vibes for this Friday. And yeah, so I'm about to get up and go take a shower and get ready to leave the house for the day. So yeah, I'm just gonna take you guys along with me this weekend. So I don't really have a super busy weekend planned. It's mainly just gonna be hanging out at home and hopefully doing some reading. But yeah, so that's it for now. I'm gonna go get ready to leave, and I'll talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so I am now back home from the coffee shop that I went to. So I was there for a couple of hours. I was only really able to take kind of like one little montage kind of clip, so you guys probably saw that, but now I am home. I was able to get the homework that I went there to do done, and then also I did get a little bit of reading of Saving Six done. So I started on page like 32, I believe, and I read to page 102 while I was there. So now I'm going to read some more now that I am home and just focus on reading this for the rest of the day. I am also reading this for a video that I've been working on, so I will hopefully be able to get a pretty good chunk of this read. I have been listening to this while physically reading this, and I picked up this edition, but I should have probably picked up my other edition of Saving Six that I have, because when it got picked up by Bloom, they edited this down. Like, they really edited it down, and so there's a lot of stuff that's in the audiobook that is not on the page anymore, like some descriptive details and things like that, and certain lines of conversation that were in the original books are no longer in these new editions of the books. But I still have been following along and keeping up, but so far I am enjoying. I really like this series. I feel like the books themselves are not that great, but the story is the really good part. So even though I feel like these are like 3-star books, these characters are characters that I think about quite often, especially Johnny and Shannon. And so I'm definitely interested to see Joey and Aoife and how their relationship came to be and how they kind of started out as frenemies and how they ended up getting together and things like that. So I will be continuing reading this today, and hopefully I can get a pretty decent chunk of it read. Who knows, maybe I'll finish it today. This book is a little bit chunkier than it looks. Like, it looks like it's not very thick, but it's over 400 pages, so it's like touching 500 pages. But yeah, so this is low-key a chunky book. But so that's my update for now. I'm going to do a little bit of reading, hang out with Navy today, and yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to get to reading, and I'll talk to you guys again a little bit later. So I wanted to come on here and give an update before I go to bed tonight. So I just have been kind of chilling tonight. I started watching Love Island UK because it did start this past Monday, so they've spent like their first 5 days in the villa, so I've been catching up on those episodes. I'm currently on episode 4. I'm almost done, but I was able to read a little bit more of Saving 6 today, which I do plan on possibly still picking this up tonight, but it is currently 10:30, so I'm not sure how much more of this I am going to end up reading. But I did make it to page 155 in this book, so I am happy with the progress that I've made today. So fingers crossed tomorrow I can read a bit more and hopefully finish this weekend. Even if this is like the only book that I really read this weekend, I have just been trying to kind of take things a little bit slower now that I'm like working my way out of a reading slump. So if this is the only book that I end up reading this weekend, that is completely and totally fine. But while I've been watching Love Island, I have been working in my reading journal as well. I have not been feeling very creative when it comes to my reading journal the past couple of years. So I feel like 2021 was like the last full reading journal that I did from like January to December, and since then it's kind of just been like I just haven't been feeling very creative when it comes to that. But so I did just work on my June spread, which I actually copied Tori spreads and just kind of did my own colors and made it my own thing for June. And then also too, I did my Romantasy-a-thon spread as well, because we are in the middle of Romantasy-a-thon, and Romantasy-a-thon started June 1st and ends July 31st, so I have been participating in that as well. But yeah, so that's just kind of been tonight's vibe. I think I might end up going to bed here soon. I might read another chapter or two. I definitely am gonna wait until I finish this episode of Love Island before I go to bed, but I think I might read like another chapter or two maybe in Saving 6. But I did want to just go ahead and close out this vlog for the night, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow morning. Hello, good afternoon. It is Saturday and I wanted to come and update. So I have been doing some reading this morning, so I have been focusing on Saving 6 today, and I'm currently on page 292, so I'm a little bit over halfway. And I just love these characters and I love this story, and like I feel like I will continue to think about Joey and Aoife forever. Like honestly, the found family that is in these books is just so good. Even though the writing style and like the dialogue isn't super good, it's just the story. I just feel like these books have such a big impact and they're just so hard-hitting, so good. And if you have not read the series, I definitely recommend it. I definitely do suggest checking the trigger warnings, of course, before going into this series. Even though it is a young adult series, it is still a very heavy series. So I definitely have been on the verge of tearing up a couple of times this morning while reading this, but I'm starting to kind of remember a little bit of overlap between some things that happened in Binding and Keeping 13 and what's going on in this book. But I'm really enjoying my time reading this, and I'm so excited to read the next book as well to just see how it ends. But I feel like this one is going to end on a massive cliffhanger. I wonder if it'll be the same cliffhanger in Binding 13 except just from Joey's point of view. So I'm definitely interested to get there and see that. But yeah, so my plans for the rest of the day are just to continue reading, saving 6. I do have a quiz that I need to take that is due tomorrow night, so I will probably take that sometime between now and tomorrow night when it's due. But for now, I think I am going to do just a little bit more reading and just kind of get comfy and sit down with my book. And yeah, so those are the vibes, and I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. So I wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I finished Saving 6 by Chloe Walsh, and so I decided to give this book 4 stars. I really enjoyed the story of Joey and Eva, and I feel like it was so like heartbreaking and hard-hitting. And yeah, literally I cannot wait to pick up Redeeming 6. I feel like I'm going to be pushing it to the front of my TBR because I just missed being with these characters and missed like being in this world. And yeah, really enjoyed it. So 4 stars to this. Now moving on to my next book. Obviously I'm still reading Beneath Black Sails, but I'm not in the mood to read that right now. I don't want to say I don't like it because I don't really feel like I've read enough to kind of judge whether or not I like it, but I just am not the biggest fan of like pirate romances or like pirate books in general, and that is what that is. So I am a little bit unsure about it. But the next book up on my TBR is Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage, and I feel like this is going to be a pretty quick read. I feel like honestly I could probably read it in one sitting. It's 305 pages. Just kidding, because it's 285 pages, so it's under 300 pages. So I feel like this is definitely something that could be read in one sitting. So I might end up picking this up tonight and reading some of this, but I think I'm about to go grab some food really quickly and then just kind of shut it down for the night and maybe end up picking this up. But yeah, so that's my update, and I will update you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so this is my last update for tonight, and I know every update has literally been in the same spot, but so I did start Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. I'm currently on page 101, which is the start of chapter 13. And so far, I am loving this so far. Like, I feel like this is exactly what I needed. I'm loving this. So far, I'm liking it better than the first one, Done and Dusted. So far, I'm liking this one a little bit better than Done and Dusted. And just Wes, like, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And so, yeah, I don't know. But it's currently 9:08. I am feeling sleepy. I did not take a nap today, so I'm starting to feel sleepy because like normally I'm used to going to bed at like 9 p.m. during the week. So like it's my circadian rhythm's like, yeah girl, it's time to go to bed. So I think I might go get in bed and possibly do a little bit more reading of Swift and Saddled. But I'm absolutely loving this. I definitely will be finishing this tomorrow. Like, it's so easy. Like, it's just so easy to read. The writing is just so easy to read. The story is just so fast-paced and cute and fun, and I'm just like having the best time reading this. So I am planning on possibly reading a little bit more before I go to bed tonight, but I did just want to come on here and give you guys this final update before I go to bed. So with that being said, I will talk to you guys tomorrow for the last day of this vlog. Hello, happy Sunday. And so I wanted to come on here and give an update real quick. So this morning I have been reading some more of Swift and Saddled. So last night I was like, oh, I'm probably just gonna go to bed. I'm on page 101 or something like that. Yeah, I was on page 101. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm probably just gonna go to bed. Well, see, so I ended up reading 50 more pages after that. So this morning I ended up starting this book on like 155-ish pages, but I have been reading some this morning and I have made it to page 234. So I do see myself finishing this today. I am really enjoying this book. I'm absolutely loving it. And yeah, I'm so excited for like the next books in the series as well, because I'm definitely excited to see Teddy and Gus. And I also hope that we get Cam and Dusty, who is the new guy that has been introduced in the series. So I'm definitely hoping we get a book between those two, because I definitely want to know what happened between them. So yeah, but I just wanted to come on here and update that I'm absolutely loving this. I am about to leave the house here in a few minutes, and so I just wanted to pop in and give an update on that really quickly. And yeah, so I will probably update you guys again once I finish Swift and Saddled. Hello. Okay, so I'm back home now. I'm in some comfy clothes. I've been to the grocery store, done all the things, and now I'm going to sit down and finish Swift and Saddled. And I've already picked out my next book that I think I'm going to read after this one, and I think I'm going to start Pack Up the Moon by Kristen Higgins. Now, this is what I've heard to be a very sad book, and I just feel like I need a good cry. So hopefully this will be that for me. And you know, every once in a while, I just feel like everyone just needs a good cry. And I feel like this is going to be that for me. So fingers crossed that I like this, and fingers crossed that it doesn't make me cry too hard, but we'll see. So yeah, this will be my next read once I finish Swift and Saddled. I'm gonna finish Swift and Saddled, finish this, possibly take a nap. We'll see, I don't know, but I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so I just finished Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage, and I don't know what I'm gonna rate this. I feel like I might give it 5 stars for the vibes, because I feel like it's not necessarily a 5-star book, but I just feel like my enjoyment of it was just so high that I think I'm just gonna give it 5 stars based on the vibes. And so that is what I'm feeling in my heart. I really enjoyed this book, and I feel like this was exactly what I needed. So I'm so excited that I was able to read this and that I enjoyed it. But now that I'm finished with this, like I mentioned earlier, I will be moving on to Pack Up the Moon by Kristen Higgins. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this, and I will probably talk to you guys again once it's time for me to close out this video. Okay, so I turned the camera back on because I am going to be trying my very first Alani Nu energy drink on camera. I got the little mini ones. I got the variety pack. This one is the cherry slush, which I've heard is like a fan favorite, so I'm definitely excited to try this. I've never had one before, and everyone always talks like really highly about them. Honestly, the nails, it's the nails. Okay, so okay, got it. It smells like bubblegum and cherry mixed together. Honestly, that's pretty good. I feel like this is probably one of the best tasting energy drinks that I've ever had. Also, sorry, Navy's like trying to see what I'm doing, so he's like knocking the camera over. But I will say that this, very good, very good. I do see myself purchasing again. Plus, I like that it doesn't have any sugar in it. So yeah, thought I'd just come on here and give a little taste test. So yeah, that is my update on that, and I'll talk to you guys again later.
since I left your crib yesterday. Trying to work, but it's hard to concentrate. Gotta clear my head, I'ma meditate. But the truth is I just wanna come back. Your perfume still lingers on me.